Global financial markets are ever evolving, but the past decade has brought about seismic changes. Digitization, automation, cryptocurrencies, retail investing, the rise of ETP investing, to name but a few. And many liquidity providers, including flow traders, believe the next decade could bring about even more evolution to market structure. I'm Rosanna Lockwood and I'm in Davos, where I sat down with the company's incoming CEO to find out what they think the future could hold. Mike Kuhnel, incoming CEO of Flow Traders. It's wonderful to see you here, beautiful Davos, Switzerland.
Thank you so much for having me, Rosanna.
I've got to start by asking you, how does it feel being in Switzerland? I know you're a keen skier. Happy to be here?
Very happy to be here. It's very interesting to see the climate here, the very different ideas coming together. So you can immediately feel it's a very special place. Very much looking forward to it, to be part of it.
Okay, wonderful. We're here to talk about Flow Traders, the company of which you will soon be CEO. But we're also here to talk about the markets at large and what's happened, especially in the last few years. If we can call it a decade where there's been a huge digital transformation, but of course, since the pandemic, a big change in terms of access to markets as well. So let's talk about that tipping point, turning point in today's financial markets. Where do you see the origin of that being?
And we have seen a fundamental shift in global financial markets over the last decade. So this is not just about crypto and digital assets. It's very much driven by broader changes around technology, the relevance of data and connectivity, liquidity provisioning more broadly around a much more global base, and also understanding that there have been some changes, structural changes, the rise of retail investing, for instance, the role of regulation going forward, also leading specifically to new market entrants, and the broader rise of ETP investing in order to give access to financial investors to a very cost-efficient investment product. So all these changes are coming together, and I would argue right now there's an opportunity to embrace the benefits of what that could bring for financial market innovation going forward.
Well, I definitely want to hear that argument, because there's plenty of arguments out there for democratization, rather, I should say, and open access to markets, but there's equal challenges against that as well. We'll get into that, but first let's understand what Flow Traders actually does. What are you all about?
Well, at Flow Traders, we live and breathe our mission of transforming global financial markets, very much by driving efficiency and transparency and innovation. And we have built, with that in mind, a global trading infrastructure across asset classes and geographies. We have built connectivity across more than 2,000 counterparties in order to be global, truly global, trying to bring the best transparency, the best prices to the market participant community. On top of that, we have also become a capital investor, an investor seeking opportunities to drive technological advancement as a prerequisite for further innovation in global financial markets. But at the heart of it, and that's the key purpose of the company since its inception, is the fostering of accessibility of ETP investing. ETPs as a very cost-efficient and transparent product, accessible for all the market participants around the globe. And we build the technological backbone, if you will, in order to unlock that potential. So that's very much comparable with the discussion we had before on tokenization of assets and creating a significantly larger liquidity pool, increasing efficiency around investing. So that's very much in line with our current setting, but also in line with our long-term vision as a company.
Efficiency is a watchword generally for a good thing. You know, that's generally what people want. But you mentioned their digital assets. It kind of leads me to thinking on to crypto assets. Cryptocurrencies haven't necessarily been shone in the best light, especially in recent months, but it doesn't mean that the sector, if we can call it that, is going away. It's resilient. What impact do you think have cryptocurrencies had on this sort of accessibility into the markets, but also market functioning?
I'm very glad that you asked that question, because for us, it's not just about cryptocurrencies. For us, it's about the underlying technology, being blockchain technology. And there is a growing alignment globally that there are significant benefits related to blockchain technology. One is around improving price discovery and increasing hedge efficiency. It's about accessibility of financial products more broadly. We even believe that that infrastructure might have societal benefits. and in my view will have societal benefits, relating to providing financial access to the huge unbanked population on Earth, having an impact on third world investing, having an impact, for instance, on improving the efficiency of remittances around the world, and ultimately allocating capital much more efficiently down the road. The key question is, how can that unfold? And one of the key pieces of that equation is a growing liquidity pool, because significantly more assets, specifically illiquid ones. And secondly, it's about availability of more data. And data is really the game changer here, because data gives then an opportunity to drive more improved or more efficient asset allocation with clearly benefits for all market participants.
In that sense of all market participants, just kind of adding this one in, but we spoke about democratization of market access. Is it then a good thing to have more people involved in capital markets?
We very much believe that democratization of financial markets is around efficiency and transparency. And we are a big believer that efficiency and transparency will be further a game changer in order to drive innovation. I want to be a bit more specific about that. When we talk about transparency, then it's really about availability of data, democratizing data, because you need data in order to drive the best asset allocation. And ultimately, that leads to better price discovery, better hedge efficiency, benefits that are clearly there. The second point on efficiency is then the discrepancies, the challenges we face today around allocating liquidity around global financial markets. So we are facing settlement cycles which are not yet fully standardized. We are facing realities, if you want to move from one asset class into another across geographies, that might take a few days. So that's not yet efficient. And if you really embrace blockchain technology and the benefits that technology could have, then you can define a vision where global financial markets are fully interoperable, meaning that you have a variety of different liquidity pools. They are all connected, and you can move liquidity in real time, left to right, right to left. So these benefits we are very excited and passionate about. And the market maker, building the bridge into our purpose as a company, is to enable that, given the connectivity we have built, given the pricing excellence we are bringing to the market, the transparency. So these are all key ingredients of our strategy.
And from what you're saying there, that transparency, regulation, efficiency, all of that has got to be a key part in rebuilding trust, surely, in financial markets, especially when you get these, can we call them isolated issues in certain asset classes. But where does trust fit into the picture with flow traders?
When it comes to trust, it's about awareness, alignment, and cooperation in our minds. Awareness is about creating clarity. What are the benefits? What are the benefits for market participants globally even? And this relates to the improvement of settlement cycles, more transparency, better asset allocation, but also cost reduction. The second point is alignment. So alignment really means you need to create a shared vision of a desired target state, if you will, of where financial markets could be, should be in 5 to 10 years. It's not there today, and that's a challenge. And the challenge is that there are billions of capital available being invested year in, year out, but there is not yet that shared vision. And without that shared vision, we are limiting ourselves a bit on use cases and experiments. So there's a tremendous opportunity through creating clarity on where we could go and should go and being clear about the benefits that we are able to rebuild trust. And we are very much in that for the long run. So we sense there are tremendous opportunities for us as a company to build into that, to be vocal about the benefits, to really bring it back to our strategy, what we do day in, day out, and gain credibility down the road.
It's a great way to kind of wrap up our conversation and reset it in this location of Davos, Switzerland, where, of course, the World Economic Forum tends to take place annually. This year, the leaders are meeting under the theme Cooperation in a Fragmented World. They say to avoid this decade of inaction or inactivity. So give me a sense in your mind, in the kind of the flow traders' view, of what a decade of action could look like, whether that be in the financial markets or larger than that.
Now, there are a few points coming to mind. One is the realization that the potential is huge in terms of really democratizing data in financial markets. And it's fair to say that we have only seen the tip of the iceberg by now. So second layer to that is what's needed in order to unlock that potential. And in our mind, it's a combination of alignment globally and cooperating. So it's clear in our mind that there are different components needed in order to create truly efficient financial markets. So I'm talking about the technology providers, the market makers, the exchanges, and buy and sell side participants. So they all need to collaborate in a way. With that in mind, I very much like this year's theme about cooperation in a fragmented market or fragmented world. So alignment is key. But last but not least, it's also about transparency and not related to markets per se, transparency about what we want to build. So the transparency about the true benefits. And in a way, and I'm pushing this idea now a bit further, there's an opportunity to also reinvent investing. And reinventing investing is a function of providing more access to financial products across the world, making investment or investing per se much more efficient through reliable prices and best-in-class price discovery. And last but not least, bringing data into the game, so in order to unlock the potential on a significantly improved asset allocation. And there is a dream or a vision that at one point in time, and that might be true over the next 5 to 10 years, irrespective of the current challenges, that you will also able to embrace a significantly broader asset pool. So giving you one example, making illiquid assets tradable through tokenization is a tremendous opportunity to create benefits for market participants. And one piece that is very prominent is the liquidity discount. So by making it tradable, let's say commercial real estate or private equity, you are increasing the asset pool, you're providing more investment opportunities at significantly increased processes or improved processes. So that's a tremendous benefit we see.
Opportunities seem almost endless at this point when you consider almost anything could be tokenized. It's been fascinating talking to you. It's been lovely having you here in Davos, Switzerland. Mike Kernel, incoming CEO of Flow Traders. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.